I have the opposite story. I grew up cooking kind of for a couple of weird reasons. I lived somewhere really rural, so eating out wasn't really an option. My family cooked dinner every night. But my grandfather had founded a record label, and they recorded artists at their home studio, which is in the middle of nowhere. So musicians would come stay for a couple of days to record an album.
Amazing.
And during that time, my grandmother would cook meals for them and the staff, which was my family. So I grew up like helping to cook for like 10, 15 people every few weeks. And I really liked cooking for like select strangers and doing these large dinners, and the feeling of hospitality, really, because you're cooking for people who haven't had a home cooked meal in so long, because they're on tour or just life of a musician kind of.
Hotel food and
like a lot
just
of
to-go foods, Denny's,
So, and I loved the feeling of that, and I grew up thinking like, okay, well maybe I could do this for real, and I found a really small college, Paul Smith's in the Adirondacks, that really just teaches culinary hospitality and forestry. So I got to go to the School of the Woods and just learn, do the culinary school path. And I just got kind of lucky. One of my summer jobs was with a chef who worked at our Relay and Chateau property, which is one of those like really exalted groups. And once you work for one of them, you can get noticed by the other ones. And so I got into this kind of accelerated track where once I got down here, I got restaurants to look at my resume that might not have otherwise looked at it, because I had not that much professional experience. And I wanted to round myself out, so I actually got hired. My first job down here was as an assistant pastry chef. And I was doing grad school at the time. So I did that like part-time, and then the place that I was working as a pastry assistant, I said, oh, I'm going to drop out of grad school and go cook. And they said, well, you could just cook here. So I did pastry and savory for them for a little while. And then that was maybe 3 years before I ended up here, and it was just kind of a little bit of bouncing around to some other places where I also did pastry and savory. And then I ended up here. The chef was leaving around the time Paul and I were, when we were both working here, and it was just kind of a too good opportunity to pass up. Where I said, well, we could really do this, and between the two of us, we have enough skills to make it all work. But yeah, it's just been, it's a unicorn restaurant in the sense that like, we both work for a lot of places that have either bad management or bad coworkers, or just don't feel like the heart is there.
Or like valued even.
Because you hired a man to, to just feel so intimate and nice.
Absolutely.